Braxton was found unconscious after a suicide attempt. What was that moment like for you? Y'all being so close and living your life so publicly. What was that moment like for your family?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I do. Oh, it's okay. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Oh my God, I'm afraid of the out there. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
All right, take a breath before we start because this story is heavy. It's emotional. And honestly, it's the kind of family drama that makes you sit back and ask yourself how things ever got this far. What began as quiet tension behind closed doors has now exploded into something public, painful, and impossible to ignore. Tamar Braxton is no stranger to controversy, but this time, it isn't about music, reality TV, or social media clapbacks. This time, it's about family, blood, loyalty.
Her manager, Vincent Herbert, ended, and she made the heartbreaking revelation that as a child, she was molested by multiple family members. As she tried to heal, Tamar rebounded with a new love, David Adefeso, and another show, Tamar Braxton, Yet Young.
And a lawsuit that shook the Braxton name to its core. Because Tamar didn't just speak out, she took legal action. And the person she sued wasn't some stranger or outside enemy. It was her own mother, Evelyn Braxton. The reason? Tamar claims Evelyn supported Michael Jr. despite serious abuse allegations. And once that line was crossed, there was no turning back. What nobody expected was for a family already known for public struggles to reach a point where a daughter would face her mother in court. That's when people realized this wasn't just another headline. This was a deep wound being ripped open in real time.
Go ahead, Trina.
Well, first of all, I was very disappointed in finding out via social media because our family is closer than that. And to have someone else regurgitate that story to us. Well, or I can only speak for me. But for someone else to tell me the story of something that happened to my own family is very disheartening. And as a family member, I would not have allowed that 911 call to happen the way that it did. And I think that as protectors of our family, as protectors of our sister, I think things would have gone differently had we known at the time that it happened.
How did the 911 call get out?
On social media.
Was it the boyfriend?
I'm sorry?
How did the tape get out? Was it the boyfriend that put it out there?
We have no idea how it came out. We just know, we know as much as you guys know. That I have to be honest. We don't know all the details of what transpired before that happened. We don't know what happened while the paramedics were there. We have no idea. We just know what you guys know. We know what we heard from the 911 call. As Trina stated, we heard everything on social media. Trina called me in the wee hours of the morning, and that's how I found out. And I looked on social media and was like, why is this everywhere? And we don't know about this. I just think that the protocol should be, you call the family members first, and then, and then allow it to leak out to the media.
Whose fault?
I wouldn't have done it that way.
Whose fault is that though? Is it network? Is it because that?
I don't. That's not network. That's
No,
not
that's not
network. Wasn't
network at
there.
all.
That's the inner person.
Right. Network wasn't there. The network
Right.
wasn't there.
How would they
So-
know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Then
that
they found out the same way that we found out on social media.
So what do y'all think about David?
Oh, I don't. I have my own life. I don't think about David.
Who?
David.
Who? I'm Mariah Carey. Who?
The guy with the dreads.
Who? Then
My
Mariah
husband?
said about you. Who?
My husband has threats.
Well, moving on. Well, after the trailer of season 7 of Braxton Family Values was released, Tamar took to social media to voice her concerns about being used for a storyline. She posted, "I am no longer employed by WeTV, and they're still using my hurt and me to make a coin." What do you think about that? And is it fair for the network to cover that?
Well, I'm going to say this very blatantly and very honestly. During season 7 of Braxton Family Values, we do not talk about Tamar's physical or mental health. We talk about how it affected us, but we do not physically address Tamar's hurt, pain, or experience. We can't speak to that. Tamar has her own story to tell, and it's very important for Tamar to tell her story in her way whenever she decides to tell it. We in no way, shape, or form addressed how Tamar is doing or how Tamar is feeling. We only addressed how we felt, as we're doing now, how we felt when the situation happened, when it came to us. We have no horse in that race. All we want is for our sister to have peace and health and well-being, and of course our nephew Logan.
I would think it'd be normal to film your reaction because that's your sister and she's part of the show.
Exactly, our reaction,
so
but we cannot speak for her.
it would be fake to not talk about your sister when something so tragic happens. Like, I think
That part.
that's, you know what I mean? Like, I think if you didn't react to it, people would say, what the hell? They don't love their sister?
I mean, it's damn if you do, it's damn if you do, and damn if you don't. If we didn't say anything, we're insensitive. And now that we are saying things, and we're only speaking on how it, like Trina said, how it affected us, how we were affected in the situation. Because medically speaking, like a lot of doctors will tell you that it's important for the victim to understand how it impacted your family and your friends and your loved ones. It's important for them to see that, so maybe they can get themselves together a little quicker. I'm just saying that it's unfair, really, but we definitely touch on how we experienced it and how we felt when we found out about it, and I don't think anything was wrong with that.
Right about that, Tuan.
Tamar also insisted the footage from the show was staged, specifically referring to when you all found out about the attempt. What are your thoughts on that? I know sometimes you have to reenact things.
Staged? What was staged, though?
I think the reaction, like when y'all, the reaction to finding out about her.
Well, it was merely a question. That's the same question that you're asking us. It was a question that the producers asked us. Hey, how did you feel when this happened? How did you feel when you found out about it? So it's not really reenacting that. It's about expressing and answering the question of how we felt and what we experienced when we found out about it. It was just a question. It wasn't a reenactment. I don't look at it as a...
I think it's supremely unfair to attack us as a family, to continue to work and to get ostracized for it because we didn't have the same experience that she did, and it's unfair because we did not speak in any way, shape, or form about Tamar and her situation. We did not make that 911 call. We did not say anything to the media in regards to Tamar's situation. We did not openly say anything about what's happening with Tamar's situation, except for the fact that we love her and we're here for her and we're in her corner. And yet we are the ones who are being ostracized when we are not the ones who are putting things openly in the media. It's completely unfair. It's completely unfair and unwarranted.
Is it fair to say if the tape wasn't put out there by whoever put it out there, no one would even know anything because it could have been private, and then her privacy could have really been protected. She could have healed on her own without us even knowing about it to talk about it. Is that fair to say?
That part, yes.
Well, I think whoever did that, and if anyone can get to the bottom of that, I think that's the person, and that's none of my business. And I know people, you're dragging, bringing Tamar. Me and Tamar have squashed our little thing on the show. So I have no dog in this race either. You know what I mean? I just want to be clear about that because I know people, I don't want her to get upset or the people watching. I feel like the person who put that out there and so quickly, and on the tape, it was really weird him talking about the network, who does that when their girlfriend's going through a crisis. I just don't understand. If my man was on the phone talking to 911 when I'm sick and you're talking about Bravo TV, I would be like, mother, what is fucking hello, I'm not doing well. And if that tape gets out, that's the person who's responsible for putting her on.
That's right. It was not done by her family.
Well, I really hope that she's doing okay, and you guys keep that bond going, because It's clear y'all love each other. Y'all have issues like every other family does.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break, and we'll talk about taking a break from reality TV, if that's even possible. So
Now, to understand how we got here, we have to rewind way back. Before the lawsuits, before the interviews, before the cameras caught every tear and argument, the Braxton family has always been painted as tight-knit, faith-driven, and resilient. Evelyn, the matriarch, raised her children with strong beliefs, discipline, and the idea that family comes first no matter what. That image followed them into fame. Even when they argued on television, viewers still believed there was love underneath it all. Tamar, the youngest, was always the loudest voice in the room. Funny, emotional, sensitive, and often misunderstood. She wore her heart on her sleeve while trying to survive in a family where strength sometimes meant silence. From a young age, Tamar felt different. She wasn't just chasing a career, she was chasing validation, approval, safety, and for years, she tried to find that within her own family. As the sisters rose to fame, cracks began to show. Tamar spoke openly about feeling unsupported, dismissed, and blamed whenever she expressed pain. She often said she was labeled dramatic or difficult instead of being heard. And over time, that pattern took a serious toll on her mental health. Relationships broke down, trust faded, and the bond between Tamar and Evelyn became strained in ways that couldn't be fixed with a simple apology. But here's the twist. Things didn't truly explode until allegations involving Michael Jr. came into the picture. Tamar alleged that abuse occurred and that instead of protecting the victim or taking the claims seriously, Evelyn chose to support Michael Jr. That decision, according to Tamar, felt like betrayal on the deepest level, not just as a daughter, but as a survivor who needed her mother to stand on the side of truth and protection. Tamar didn't rush into court overnight. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment reaction. According to sources close to the situation, she tried to address it privately first. Conversations were had, emotions were high, tears were shed, but Tamar felt stonewalled. She felt like once again the family image mattered more than accountability, and that familiar pain came rushing back, louder than ever. So Tamar did something that shocked everyone. She sued her own mother. In the lawsuit, Tamar alleged that Evelyn's public and private support of Michael Jr. caused her emotional distress and further trauma. She claimed it invalidated her pain and sent a message that speaking up would only lead to punishment, not protection. And when that lawsuit became public, the internet erupted. People were split right down the middle. Some said Tamar went too far. They argued that suing your mother crosses a line that can't be uncrossed. Others said Tamar was brave, that she finally chose herself after years of being silenced. And then there were those who simply felt sad, because no matter where you stand, watching a family tear itself apart like this isn't entertainment, it's heartbreaking. What made the situation even more painful was Evelyn's response. Instead of backing down, she stood firm. She denied wrongdoing and maintained her stance. To her, supporting her son didn't mean dismissing Tamar. But to Tamar, it felt like history repeating itself, like once again her pain was being minimized while someone else was being protected. And here's where things get even heavier. Tamar has spoken before about childhood trauma and feeling unsafe within her own home. She's talked about being hurt and not believed, about carrying scars that never fully healed. So when this new situation surfaced, it didn't exist in a vacuum. It reopened old wounds. It triggered memories she had spent years trying to survive.
The lawsuit wasn't just about one decision. It was about decades of hurt boiling over. Tamar wasn't just fighting Evelyn in court. She was fighting for her voice, for acknowledgement, for the right to say, "What happened to me matters."
Family members reportedly tried to intervene. Sisters were caught in the middle. Some wanted peace at any cost. Others didn't know where to stand. And the silence from certain relatives spoke just as loudly as any statement. Because in families like this, silence is often a side, and Tamar noticed who stayed quiet. Behind the scenes, Tamar's mental health reportedly suffered. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. She wasn't just dealing with legal paperwork, she was grieving the loss of a mother-daughter relationship she once hoped could be repaired. And that grief doesn't go away easily, especially when it plays out in public, with strangers judging every move. Evelyn, on the other hand, leaned into her faith and her role as a mother who believes she did nothing wrong. Supporters rallied around her, saying she was being unfairly attacked, that she was standing by her child, like any mother would. And that argument sparked an even bigger conversation online. Where do you draw the line between supporting your child and enabling harm? That question haunted this entire situation, because there are no easy answers, no perfect responses, only pain on all sides. As the case unfolded, Tamar continued to speak about choosing peace, even if it meant standing alone. She said boundaries were necessary, that love doesn't mean accepting behavior that hurts you, and that sometimes protecting your mental health requires making choices others won't understand. The emotional impact rippled through every part of her life. Relationships felt strained, trust was fragile, even her career felt the weight of it all. Performing while carrying this kind of pain isn't easy. Smiling through interviews becomes exhausting when your real life is falling apart. And yet, Tamar kept going, not because it was easy, but because she felt she had no other choice. She wanted the cycle to stop with her. She wanted truth to matter more than tradition. And she wanted survivors to know they're not wrong for speaking up, even when it costs them everything. What makes this story so hard to watch is that there are no clear villains and no clean victories, just people hurting each other while trying to protect what they believe in. A mother holding on to her son, a daughter holding on to her truth, and a family caught between love and accountability. By the time the dust settled, one thing was clear. The Braxton family would never be the same. Some bonds were stretched beyond repair. Some wounds were too deep to hide behind smiles and gospel songs. And the idea of family first was forever complicated by the reality that family can also be the source of your deepest pain. So where does that leave Tamar now? Still healing, still navigating complicated emotions, still standing firm in her decision, even when it hurts. She's learned that choosing yourself often comes with loneliness, but it also comes with freedom. And Evelyn, she remains steadfast, supported by those who believe her intentions were misunderstood. She continues to see herself as a mother doing what she felt was right, even if it cost her a relationship with her daughter. In the end, this story isn't just about a lawsuit. It's about what happens when silence breaks, when long-buried pain comes to the surface, when love and loyalty collide with truth and trauma. It forces all of us to ask uncomfortable questions about family, protection, and accountability. Because sometimes the hardest battles aren't fought in public arenas or courtrooms. They're fought within families, and the scars they leave last a lifetime. So now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Tamar was right to take legal action? Or do you think this should have stayed private? Drop your thoughts below. And if this story made you think differently about family, loyalty, or speaking up, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because stories like this deserve to be heard, even when they're uncomfortable.